What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Amaka, and if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back. So in today's video, I'll be making abacha on camera. Like, if you're Nigerian, you know what abacha is, Igbo to be precise. Okay, I'm back to school and I've been craving abacha for a very long time. So today, I didn't have class, so I decided to go to the market and get the things that I need to get it done. So guys, let's head to the kitchen because I need to show you guys everything in details before I start. So guys, here we are. I didn't have space in my sink, so I tried to place the things down here and do the video. So guys, this is my pot. I'll be using my pot to make this abacha because I don't have any other thing to make it to eat. And this is my abacha, the star of the dish. This is my onion. I have to, okay, this is a turn gari with spatula that I used to turn it. Okay, I have two shapes of onion. This will be the one I will use to make the abacha, and this round ones will be for the garnishing. This is my garden egg that I used to make the abacha. It's not a must actually, but it's a highly recommended for a better and greater taste. This is my otazi. I don't know what it's called in English, and this is my oba. I don't need to wash it. People eat it from the lion, so that's why I just kept it that way. This is my account. It's called potash in English. I already mixed it out and I'll turn it before I use it. This is my pepper. You know, now student life, I don't have a blender, so I use my small mortar to grind it. So here is my fish, ice fish. I've already fried it. Later on, I'll be using a little bit of the pepper to make a little stew to turn it with. I wanted to buy omobo. I didn't get, so I know how to use the pieces stockfish I had at home. So I boiled it up to get this. I won't be really using the water, but I just left it that way, probably for the test to continue to marinate into the stockfish. Here is my red oil. No, this is going to give it that orange and yellowish color. Here's my crayfish. Here's the maggi that I'll be using, my seasoning cube. Here's the grinded pepper that I'll still be sprinkling into it, and here is my salt to taste. So guys, stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Now let's jump right into the recipe. So guys, I'll be shaking my oil properly because most times the oil gets to sieve down at the bottom. So after shaking it, I'll be putting in the amount I think that will be enough for my abacha. Just as you can see, that's what I've done. And after that, I'll get my account, my potash, and I'll be turning it together, like mixing it together, and then I'll be sieving the potash water. I'm just doing it this way because I don't have a sieve, so I'm just trying to make sure that the sound that I've sank down under the water at the bottom of the plate doesn't enter the pot. So after that, I'll be using my spatula just like this to mix the red oil and the potash all together, the account water all together. So I'll continue turning it till it gives me this orange consistency you are seeing right here. So after it gives me this consistency, I'll go ahead and add my blended pepper, my grinded pepper. Remember, we used a local mortar to grind it since I didn't have a blender. So after that, I'll be going in with the onion that I indicated as the one I'll be using to make the abacha. So I will now have to use my spatula again to mix everything together. And while I'm mixing it, I'm also trying to stylishly pieces the onions into the pot, like to make it to have smaller pieces, unlike being together. Then after that, I'll be putting in some of my garden eggs. Remember, I've already blended this. I've already sliced these garden eggs into smaller pieces. So after that, I'll be turning everything all together again, just like I did before. So now I'll be adding in my seasoning cube. I'm just using only 1 piece of no Maggi because I don't want the abacha to be too tasty, like have these too many Maggi tests. Then after that, I'll be putting in my grinded crayfish and my grinded pepper. Now I'll be adding a little bit of salt to taste. I'm just adding a little so that I don't end up putting too much salt in the abacha. So after this, I'll go in again and turn everything all together. So now I'll be putting in my oba. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing it out from the nylon and I'm putting it directly into the pot, because there is no abacha without oba for me. It adds this local taste to it. So after that, I'll be turning everything all together again. I'll be mixing it all together. So after that, I'll be putting in my pieces stockfish. Remember, I've already cooked it, like boiled it with a little bit of spice so that it has some taste in it, and it also gets to soften up a little bit more. As for this little what I just poured in is not necessary. I just did that to just add a little bit of the taste into it. So now I'll be turning everything all together, like mixing it all together again. So now it's time to add the star of the dish, which is our abacha. Remember, this abacha was dried, so I soaked it in water for like 30 minutes in the morning before I left for my class that didn't hold. So now when I came back, and I used a lukewarm water to soak it for about 5 minutes again and washed it up. Then I poured out the water, sieve out the water. Now I've put it in and I'm going to be mixing it all together. I'm doing this so that all the ingredients I have down there is going to mix up with the abacha. I'm going to continue turning it so that everything that I've added in this mix is going to mix up together, and I'll get a very nice taste from it, like the taste will come all together. So now it's time for me to have a taste and check if there is anything lacking in the abacha. So I've tested it and I felt like testing it again to be sure of what I actually need to add more. So after having this test, I decided to add a little bit of crayfish more, and then some pepper, some grated pepper, and the pinch of salt. So now I'll be turning everything all together again, just like I did before. And I'm doing this so that the ingredients I just added now is going to also combine together with the previous ones. Look at how beautiful that looks, guys. So now I'm going to be testing it again to be sure that the ingredients I just added actually did a good job. And guess what, guys, it tasted so nice. Like, I wish you guys can come have a taste with me, because this day was so tasty. Like, I've been craving for it for a very long time, and finally I made it. Look at how nice it's looking, how orangey it's looking. Or should I call it a yellow color? I don't even know. but it looked so nice and it tastes so yummy. So guys, this is the finished look. Here I've already garnished it in my plate and ready to munch it, and I didn't film the fish while I was mixing it up with the pepper, but this is just the outcome. I mixed up a little bit of the pepper and turned it into the fish just to give it this spicy look. So guys, thanks for watching. Bye.